Good morning. How is everyone today? Let me see if I can get this to turn better. There you go. I appreciate you coming. I had an event with my mouth eating. I ate roasted vegetables that were way too hot and burnt the roof of my mouth to where it turned all black. And I was asked, could I talk? Well, it was very painful. I didn't want to talk. But I went through different things and finally reached my naturopath on Friday, which was pretty much a number of days of the week had passed. So by today, I have no pain, and I feel like I'm talking normal. And so that's what happened. Make sure you don't eat things that are too hot. So I still have to spray medicine on it. But okay. So as I've been sitting here waiting, I had a lot of thoughts about where we're going. I'm sure you've seen it throughout the internet and how things are changing. And I don't usually talk about these type of things here. Excuse me. So today we're going to do messages, and tomorrow we'll do messages in a different way, channeled by different beings. But what I'm hoping is that you are all, let me show it to you what came for everyone today, on the path of light. And it's an interesting, you can see certainly the channel that would normally have all your chakra openings at it. But it's growing. That's to me what this image, it's expanding. So we're all expanding, maybe unique in different ways. Let me read it to you. I make the conscious choice to move forward toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weakness into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. And in these, I guess, almost a week period of time, I've been quite the listener. And I hear people and what they're saying, and they don't and are not realizing that they are manifesting what they're thinking, not what their heart is desiring to create. So you are negating yourself from the possibility of creation that God gave you. So sometimes I don't understand the statements or the words, but yes, I'm going to bring Mother in a moment. I just thought it was a powerful time that if you're reading something and it's talking about a shift, the extraterrestrials have been here for a long, long time. They say for 2 millennia. I can or cannot validate that. It would be another part of me that would do that. But I think what I want to say to you all is don't let that frighten you. They are not going to harm you. They're going to help open new pathways inside of you for you to grow and become more. The human race in itself has become stagnant. And what happens when things are stagnant? there's been a lot more deadly illnesses occurring. And it's not that we don't have the way or the process to heal, it's just not to the forefront. So, this whole part of our consciousness about illness is going to change. We're now aware of not only sound and frequency, but even choices of positivity, and to not give any moment of a negative thought any empowerment. And I think there's those of you here today that are still living in that awareness of a positive thought, of what prayer is. And it's not asking for something that's fake. It's being able to feel that what you're praying for is real and alive. Prayer isn't in any way, shape, or form something fake. It's very real. It's very alive. And thoughts are things. I know you've heard me say that. Thoughts are you putting yourself in action. Thoughts go out and they come back to you. Let's say if you have a negative thought, you may send it out. There's one of them. But a million could come back to you. And that's why you feel so overburdened sometimes about, wow, where did all that come from? Well, you, in this thought process, that in the next few years you're going to learn that the mind capacity is much more than we are taught as human beings. Whether it's the frequency, the capability of sight perception of it, or how you just hold the energy that you are, is much beyond the conception of what I will call a normal human being. So, okay, yes, you're here. So you are here, and you're going to hear me say and talk about things that, oh, what is she, crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I don't talk about things that I haven't yet seen or experienced for myself. As I was sitting and waiting for everyone today, they had a whole thing. I'm like, no. They're not all going to be prepared for that understanding, so we're not going there yet. But this channel is going to start preparing you for the experience of a higher truth of you. So I'm going to do that by classes, and I'll explain that in another day here when I get it ready. But I don't think you can just go and jump into this new place without the understanding of actually how you're living now. So for today, let's contemplate the thought that thoughts are things. And as you think about thoughts, write about thoughts, you want them to be positive. I think it was said, I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. And what that's saying is most of you have so many gifts you don't even know about them, and they're like a ghost around you or in you, or they're hidden, they're wrapped up and hidden to another time. All that is falling away, and it's going to be coming up here, time for you to have a new development, a new level of loving consciousness to become more. The word more will never end. And that's the exciting piece many of us are experiencing. There is nothing to fear. Fear is what got you to today and having a negative thought. Because there were those people who received and wanted to be selfish and thought that would make power. that isn't going to be so. Because when everyone can begin to understand and figure out and put things in that normal, it won't be something to uh, monitor somebody with, you see. So we're on a growth path here, the path to light. And yes, that means that your own energy field will be becoming more light. For you to be open and hearing me or wanting to come back and be touched by the energy that I work with as mother or as any of the masters is a sign that you are aligned here and can feel the upliftment, the expansion of what we do for you or support you in understanding about yourself. So let's get started with messages. Thoth came and was talking to me, and I said, I'm sorry, today's not a day that you can speak to everyone. And you're probably going to say to me, oh, yes. We'll do it tomorrow. You see, you have to get to where there is never something you'll miss or something that it's too late and it's lost. No, it will still be there, and he'll be coming tomorrow and giving you a new perception of the heart and how your heart, your very own heart, works just like everyone else at a higher frequency, a greater depth, and you just haven't learned yet. All right? So that's tomorrow. Let's get on with today. Sometimes things have to just come out and get working on whatever level they're all working inside of you before I can go ahead and address today. So I believe Lola, as we call in and reach out to Divine Mother, and she's giggling, attempting to explain something that I'm choosing not to talk about. That's all right. It's all right. So Lola, dear Mother TheoSophia, may I also have a message today? Thank you. All right. I have to say, my first vision that comes for you, Lola, is you as a young little girl child. And I want to say that you look like you were confused. I'm feeling this in an outside situation with a lot of other children. And the greatest concern on your mind was your likability. So I want you to think back and did you consider everyone your friend, or you considered you didn't know how you fit in? So I'm going to go down so I can see when you answer me. Yes, Myra, we're doing messages today. I just had to get that out. So, Lola, I don't know if you're still on, but can you respond to me? Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to go on, not to take everybody's time, but maybe next time you can let me know. Because there is a huge shift and there's an opening for it in your consciousness to change how you perceive yourself. And this is what I was saying. You may have, for a while, held this little notch in your energy field about not being acceptable or wanting love to look a different way that friendship or people give to you. And what we don't understand is all along we have all the love we want. It's how we choose to understand and feel about ourselves is what happens. And it depends on whether you get that from your parents or from the family or even from the family's history. It's all a part of everything that's built within the consciousness of you. So, Lola, I want you to know how deeply, not only that God loves you, but that I love you, and that all the angels that come and are playing a beautiful song around you, whenever you want to choose to sit and feel the truth of who you are, that's what I would like for you to imagine. That you just simply sit in the chair and then put some soft music on if you can't imagine it yourself. And know that in that love, there's such an embrace of loving and acceptance to you. These are the two words, love and acceptance, that they have the capacity to change your life and how you perceive. Now, if there's some instance that this has already happened, your energy field's not showing that to me, but if it's so, then I'm going to ask that you start stepping forward with that energy into the world and be a person who allows yourself to receive that similar freedom from other people about you. So to not only see yourself then as an individual, but as a group energy and in group consciousness, see the ability that you have of love and that everyone in the group loves you. And you can open now to let everyone in our group here today, just for being here, sending you love and gratitude, that they can now feel even more love for themselves. You see? That's how it works. All right. Many blessings, Lola. So, Marina Toro. Yes. Let me see what comes here for you. Now, I want to say to you, my image here is very different. And I see bare feet, very worn, very injured. So this says to me that you are warriorous and have attempted to fight hard wherever it is you felt your path drew you. And I want you to allow yourself to observe a male angel that's bringing you a set of boots. Somewhere in consciousness, it's never come to you to be prepared. You know, and I know where you've all heard that is like an army thing, be prepared. And I'm not so much talking about an army thing, but it's in the consciousness of who you are. Yes. So you want to walk into where you're going and be prepared. And there must be some part of you that doesn't feel that you are prepared. So when you go to step into these boots, they're not army boots. They are, you can have them be the fanciest ones you want. It doesn't matter. But they're going to let you have freedom to have movement, to feel, to do everything, to hear, to love, most importantly, to love yourself and be curious. And that's the message that I want to leave you with, that what if you could walk safely? And that is the correct word. Be prepared safely and to walk forward and to observe what it is to expand out and to get curious and to know more, become a participant. That is myself as mother and others here around you. You have quite a gathering of angels with you, not only your own guardian angel, that want to help support you, but it's overcoming this fear of how painful it could possibly be. And I want you to know there is no pain in the journey. There's only the perception if you want to create it. You can choose to be curious and become willing to be curious and awake and love things. Many blessings to you, my friend. Very good. So, Mary Ann, good morning. Sun still out there shining. It does move back and forth, which my husband and I neither understand. We never thought that the sun had movement in that way. Within a few minutes, it's here and then it's over here. I do not know. And no, I don't choose to sit and study the sun. I'm sorry. Yes, your message. There is some of what I just spoke to Marina here within you. I think you have a great fulfillment that you have accomplished inside yourself. But there's a fear. What do you do with it? And who are you? Why would you be doing it? You know, there's something about that statement. We are all one. And we just seem to never get to where we really understand that piece. We're one means that we all have the capacity to be and are the one. Except in this human world we've chosen to live in, it has condition. So I want you to sit and do some writing about the conditions in which you've placed life around you, how you live within it, how you, I hesitate to use this word, but I would say judgments, because there are truly none. And I want you to instead to begin to acknowledge that which is you and a part of the whole. Do you see how that's going to open a new doorway of no limitation to who you are, what you have the capacity of bringing through you, and in fulfillment? The fulfillment is going to be the goal. Yes, I'm going to pull a card for you. I apologize, everyone. I will be here. But there's no work doing if you don't do it efficiently, is there? Yes. Fulfillment. That's the word that now comes. We're wanting to support you in allowing fulfillment. Here we go. See, I don't have to look at it. Peace. Let's see what it says. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. This is for everybody. I am determined to think with gentleness and calmness. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. This is the action for at least the three of you we've touched so far. That, and look how it has an opening of all those options, and it's like moving through the consciousness. And it's peace. It's peaceful. I hope that makes sense. All right. Good. So, thank you very much, Marianne, for coming today and giving us that opportunity uh, to see it all a little bit differently and how to perceive yourself. So, Paul, good morning. You come with deep gratitude and service. I invite Mother into collaboration in this service and ask for her guidance today. So, are you wanting a message about your collaboration in the consciousness of God to be? A very, what do I want to say? Underlying, there's so many things that your statement could mean. But I will answer the one I spoke. As I had said earlier today, I understand your challenge where you are because we are in a mode of transformation. So, what I would give to you as a guidance is to go within the heart or the throat. You may choose to want to do the throat first. It won't be as entangled. And ask it to show you the levels of transformation from humanity to an awake consciousness. Yes, I'm going to give you work to do. That's what you always ask. And then take that information you need to root deeper is what you need. If you want to work to this level, everyone know. The more you evolve in the path of light, the deeper your root has to go. To give you the ability of expansion of light to have a perception. You know, if you have a root that's not working right now, then you're small. Well, small isn't who everyone is. Small is who you may have become 100 lifetimes ago. And that's only because you're afraid of becoming more. So I'm assuming we don't need to talk about that with you, Paul. But I am going to say to you, you must go deeper into your root and then go and have perception of that throat. I'm not even going to call it a chakra at this point. Whatever that is in your throat, and I want you to be able to explain it to me. Yeah. That's my message to you today, my friend. All right. So, good morning, Lauren. We're glad to have you here. So, Anik. Let me get this here. Yes. Anik. Again, I'm wanting you to gather a glass of water. And I will talk to you a little bit more about this when I see you in a little bit. So, a powerful angel is going to come sit within you. And as she lift up the glass of water, her energy will be infused in that glass. I want you to put it back down on the table. Keep your hand on it, and I want you to see what you feel. What is the transformation that would occur, no matter who it is, a human soul, if you drink that water? There's nothing that can hurt you. I don't want you to be frightened about that. But there are positives that everyone needs to learn about our world today. Here, I will take a drink of it for you. Let's know that it brings illumination. So you sit with that for a few moments, and when we talk, we'll discuss it. And if you can get through the top ones we've done, then go forward and drink it. And then start writing what happens, what you see, what you perceive. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right? Very good. Good morning, Carol. How are you? Coleman, good morning. You would like a message, please. So, Coleman, I do remember you from being before. And my message to you today is it's time to live in this moment. It's time to understand love here in this form you are in, which is still a human one, and sit in meditation and be grateful. What is this going to do? It's going to send out a message to God, to Mother, in consciousness, that you are in acceptance and that you are prepared to take that next step, whatever it is that it's going to be. So I want you to accept love. Love from yourself, love from God, love from Mother. I just want you to think about it. Thoughts are things. And as you sit, writing about it is very powerful. It allows you to put your thoughts on paper, and you can read how you are seeing or feeling something. And let's see how that feels for you. Okay? Wonderful. Very good. All right, let me get my thing working here. I don't know what tell us Mother means. May I please have a message from Divine? Thank you. All right, so this is Lauren. Lauren, I want to say to you, I love you so much. I am so sorry that you challenge yourself so harshly, so often. I suggest to you it's time to stop. Again, in the world that you're living today, you have free will. But I would like to encourage you, and this is a message from Divine Mother, to contemplate love first from within you, and then to reach out to allow Divine Mother's love in. It's not that you have to call for it, it's there. You are afraid of it. Why? It's not because it's not anything but loving, it's because you don't know what to do with it and how to act with it. And by allowing yourself to put that shawl of love over your shoulders of Mother, you're going to become more accepting to the whole thing we do here. So I'm hoping you have a shawl, a sweater, something you can throw over your shoulders. Pick one. It could be by color or by feeling. And I want you to sit to often wear it and let Divine Mother be there in love for you. And tell me then next week how that feels for you. All right? I think you'll be surprised. Many blessings. All right. Marby. Marby. It's interesting. Immediately, Mother says to me, love is not your issue. It is fear. And let me see if I can put this into words. Your challenge is your personality and its fear of being seen as ego. So I want you to actually place your shawl on a table and put the first plate, let's let it be a tablecloth, and let that be the ego, and watch it disappear. And the next thing that's going to come on that table are roses, large, big rows for each place setting. Breathe. Yeah, you can think I'm nuts, but you're afraid of what people think about you. And what we learned from the first words I spoke today is what people think or what you put out. So you need to come to peace and into love more in an actual way of walking with your feet. We keep putting everyone's message together. You need to be able to walk in the world in the love of who you are. And that's your message today. Let me see what the next thing you say is. Yeah, that's my message. Because you know better than I do how you are not doing that. And this is what you're afraid of. And if out in the world there's someone who has a fear and want to call someone has an ego, then that's their issue, not yours. So be the love you are. All right? Thank you. So, Heather. Yes, I do remember this name because, of course, my daughter's name is Heather. And let me see what a message is for you, Heather. So the visual I have, and it may not be, I see you on an equestrian horse. Jumpers. And here it's very similar is the concern about faltering, about not doing it all well enough. Yes. We didn't know there was a well way to move on the path of the action of God, did we? Well, there is. Because otherwise we tend to beat ourselves up. And the falls, the pitfalls of those possibilities can be long enduring, right? So I want you to stop and write for a moment how in your world you are allowing pitfalls to stop you. It looks like it stops you cold because you don't want people to see it. And then you really don't know how to get around it. And then I want you to write. I want to see that writing. Well, how do you get around it? And it's through acceptance of yourself. You know, for some people, it's an achievement to walk a horse. That's very powerful around the arena. Start with small steps, but you will get to where you're going. Befriend the horse. Befriend the horse that is showing you the energy and spirit, and it will bring love back to you. Many blessings. You're welcome, Myra. You're welcome, Marby. Anik, thank you. Coleman. Oh, well, you can still listen to it after you're done driving. Yes, it was very powerful. This one is Marby. Thank you. You're welcome. And Tierney would like a message. Yes, I thought maybe you weren't here today. Ah, all right. Tierney. You know, sometimes those with the most quiet voice are those that have the heart that rages full of the love of God. And it occurs because they get it. They have that understanding of godliness. But then there's that next step of becoming it. It's not just observing it. It's about becoming it. At first, let's take a baby step. And I want to say, where is it? Marianne, this will work for you too. What would be the baby step for you to become that which you have learned and studied and know? To have you open the door and let more fresh air in of God's love and loveliness and daisies and roses. For one who is a sharer of the light of God in the studies, the throat, while it already holds a powerful understanding, can become challenging. Uh, there was one radio show I worked for that would have me come on, and my throat would go nowhere as soon as I was supposed to speak. This has been a few years ago, maybe 6. And just like I had the burning thing with my throat, my voice is growing. So I say to you, Tierney and Mary Ann, both, your voice is growing. See what it's saying. Write it. I know I say it a lot, but I studied 41 years and I did a lot of writing. Not just for someone else to see, but for me to understand. If we cannot understand ourselves, we wouldn't get it. We wouldn't get it. So, don't just keep standing and waiting for something to happen. Go within and see what's going to happen. Show me. Tell your higher self, what is about today? What's different about today? Where should I step my foot next? Who should I talk to? How do I shake my hand? How do I speak my voice? What is it I perceive? There's so many pieces to all of it. The throat chakra. Yeah. Let's see some work in there. And it's almost like I want to say there's like an energy of and I get cold and I'm told don't say it. So let me think of it like a rabbit in the throat, like there's a bellow waiting to come in there, Tanny and Marianne. A bellow to sing for the Lord. We're here. Be the light. Be the love. And I am in tremendous freezing cold. So I hope you can hear me. Those type of things means God's here. He's right here talking to you. Adabasha. That's it. The voice, the voice, the voice. Now my the zeal point's going. Everything's going. And I want to say, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you all hear me? Powerful. Well, there you go. There's our day today. So it's not like you're individuals. You are a wholeness. The wholeness of that energy that's waiting and showing me how. And it's sometimes in the simplest ways we have to begin and go down a different route. Ah, thank you, Marianne. She says, yes, I can hear you. And as always, blessings to your brother. Blessings to everyone in your families. Buckle up. It's not that it's a dangerous time. It's a time of renewing and learning even more than you thought there ever was. And you are all in the capacity and ability to learn. Get rooted. Number one, chakra 1, scarlet red, root. And then there'll come that day where their chakras, it's not about that. But you have to attain it first, you see. I'm done here. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.